Viewers, 1 in 2 Hindus in India, a total of 65 crore people, elaborate processions of monks and 3 Amrit Snans. This year's Mahakumbh, with a rare celestial alignment that occurs every 144 years, was like no other in the history of Bharat's civilization. For 45 days, the Mahakumbh was the Sangam of Sanatana pride, no less, viewers. A gigantic, ek hai to safe hai Snub, to Sanatan baiters, to negativists who worked overtime to build negativity around the Mela with a view to dissuade pilgrims from visiting. The disparaging things that were said have perhaps never ever been said about the congregations of other religions, viewers. No one has ever said this about the Kumbh, the Hajj, several others around the world. Viewers, pilgrimages undertaken by Christians and people of other faiths. Here's a sample of the comments, the underhand comments, the overt broadsides that were launched at the Kumbh, viewers. The first, of course, which will perhaps be indelibly imprinted in all minds, is what Mamata Banerjee said. She said, Mahakumbh is now Mrityu Kumbh. There is no planning, systems in place for rich and VIPs, no arrangements for poor at the Kumbh. BJP sells religion and divides the country. This is what she said, viewers, a couple of weeks back. Then you had Akhilesh Yadav. The trust of all the devotees who came to Kumbh increased when Chief Minister said that we had made preparations for the arrival of 100 crore people for Mahakumbh. When people saw that big, rich and renowned people were being invited, their trust increased. The biggest lie is that it, which is the Mahakumbh, is happening after 144 years. His colleague, viewers, and his relative, Shivpal Yadav, came out and said government's money has been misused for PR. Such a government should resign. There is no mention of 144 years anywhere in the scriptures. Why was this ever even held? Lalu Yadav, viewers, another clansman related by marriage to Akhilesh Yadav, comes out and says, Kumbh ka kahan koi matlab hai? Faltu hai Kumbh. Is there any meaning to Kumbh? It is just meaningless. This is Lalu Yadav, viewers, RJD Supremo. But the believers shunned the negativity, celebrating their Hinduness. It was as if they were sending a collective message. And those that have heard it can't stop asking some questions. They can't stop posing some questions. And tonight, viewers, we're going to pose them to a galaxy of interesting and well-known panelists. My first question, viewers, is the record attendance of Hindus at the Mahakumbh a sign of their faith in the Yogi administration? Remember what was said? That Yogi's done a horrible job. He can't even protect lives. No use going. Because it's become a Mrityu Kunj. The water, in fact, is pullulated, they said. Polluted, filthy, they said, with the carcasses of the dead. This is what was said, viewers. Second question, if India Bloc Neta's statements about the pathetic organization and callous attitude of Yogi government to pilgrims were credible, what explains the record turnout? Have they all been disregarded? Have Hindus responded to warnings flagging the threat to their way of life by putting on a show of unity? Very important, viewers. Is the record Hindu turnout an acknowledgement of Prime Minister Modi's Ek hai to safe hai message? And does the presence of Hindus of all stripes prove that caste barriers are now crumbling very quickly in our society, and those that are trying to resurrect them are not being heard? Viewers, these are some fundamental questions. Let's open this up. I don't want to waste time. We'll also be joined in just a short while by S. Gurumurthy, who is the editor of the Peerless Tughlaq. He will be with us in a short while. Live, in fact, from the Kumbh. He's attending a shivir there, and he was there on Mahashivratri day. Today is, of course, the last day of the Kumbh. So let me open this up, and let me first begin with Mr. Khan of the Samajwadi Party, he's been here before on these debates. He's been a trenchant critic of Yogi Adityanath. So I suppose the first question should go to him. Now, Mr. Khan, today itself, more than 1.5 crore people showed up. Overall, as you know, the number has been well put out there, represented by the UP government. It's crossed 65 crore people. You just do the math on that, that's almost 1.5 times the entire population of the United States. In fact, it's the population of United States and Western Europe put together. In 45 days, they came and they went. I have not seen a modern migration of people at this level anywhere in such a short period of time. And is this record attendance of Hindus at the Mahakumbh a sign of their faith in the Yogi administration? It's a simple, straightforward question to you tonight.
Means if people are coming to Allahabad, they are also promising that they will vote for Modi and BJP. What you are trying to say in your whole previous conversation, what you said before in 5 minutes, that people are coming to Allahabad not because they have astha in Kumbh, in Mahakumbh, but they are just coming here to show that yes, they believe in Yogi and Modi, and they don't believe in Sanatana. Or you want to prove that Yogi and Modi are the synonym of Sanatana. Or you want to prove that whole of these people will vote for BJP as they hadn't voted for Samajwadi Party or other party. Likewise, what I am trying to say is that our vote percent was 36% in Uttar Pradesh in 2024 Lok Sabha election. Only 6% Muslim voted there. That means almost 28 to 30% the Sanatani voted for us. So why you are trying to create such a line that people are coming there, going there, they have their astha. We are putting question on BJP because they have mismanagement of administration, law and order, all those things over there. We are putting.
So you're saying, what are you saying? I'm not understanding what you're saying. Please explain what you're saying. In a single line.
To say, in a single line, BJP and Modi, Yogi, they are not the synonym of Sanatan. You cannot replace them. Sanatan is a religion, they are party. People of India, they believe, they have believed in Allahabad, they are coming to take that holy dip. So
who's denying that? Did you not hear? 1 in 2 Hindus in India, a total of 65 crore people, elaborate processions of monks and 3 Amrit Snans. This year's Mahakumbh, with rare celestial alignment that occurs in every 144 years, was like no other in the history of Bharat civilization. For 45 days, the Mahakumbh was the Sangam of Sanatan pride. It wasn't the pride that they took in Modi. I never said it was a Sangam of Modi pride. I said it was a Sangam of Sanatan pride, a gigantic ek hai to safe hai, snub to Sanatan betas. That's all. The people have said, listen, we are united in our faith. We love Sanatan. We are Sanatanis. We are going to show the world that we... No, 1 second. Where was the caste barrier?
After this holy dip, the caste system will be broken.
I didn't say that. I said, does it show that the caste barriers are now crumbling? This is my exact question.
If crumbling, tell me
मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ what the problem is, Mr. Khan. Your PDA alliance, the glue has got washed away by this tsunami of astha, by this tide of astha. That's the problem. Your PDA is coming across, and viewers, let me tell you, look at how excited this gentleman is getting. Now, one second. How, sir, sarcastic you are, how underhand you are, how under the belt you have gone. Listen to this, viewers. Listen to this. These gentlemen are really worried tonight. They're very worried because their politics is built on caste. To tell people that, you see, this caste and that caste is oppressed by another caste, and so on and so forth. Now, when all these castes come together, their theory is going to be disproved. Now, I am not saying, viewers, that all these Hindus who have attended will vote for the BJP. I never said that. These people have assumed it. All I'm saying is, viewers, that what was said about this great faith and tradition is crumbling, visibly crumbling. They said no two Hindus can stand together. Dr. Ranganathan, am I wrong? When they said all these things, who were they talking about? When they made it about Yogi and they made it about Modi, how can I not ask that question if people haven't believed them, haven't listened to them, haven't listened to their dire warnings, their portentous warnings? What am I supposed to assume? That people don't, I'm sorry, care two figs about their opinion. Basically, that's what it is.
No doubt. Good evening, Rahul, and good evening to my fellow panelists. There are two issues here, but before I do, can I just gently rebut my good friend Tariq Saab's offhand comment कि कुंभ के बाद क्या कास्ट खत्म हो गई है? By that logic, जो हज पे लाखों करोड़ों मुसलमान जाते हैं, उसके बाद क्या शिया, सुन्नी, अहमदियाज, सूफीज सब एक हो जाते हैं? So what kind of specious comment was that, Tariq Saab? That's illogical. But anyway, now a couple of points out here, Rahul. Number one, you are absolutely right. The fact that almost half of India and half of Hindus have assembled there, twice the population of United States of America within a span of a month on a coast river line which is a kilometer long. 650 million Indians, Hindus, Christians, Muslims, Westerners, everyone has assembled there. What more proof of unity do you want in humanity? Not just India, Rahul. Please, and that point has to be emphasized. And all those people who revel in creating a division, not just amongst the world community, but amongst Hindus as well. Out of those, majority would be from the OBC, from the Dalits, from the scheduled caste, from the scheduled tribe. They've all embraced one of the cornerstones, the civilizational endowment of Hinduism. And all those leftists and darbaris who keep on saying, look, abjure Hinduism, because all Hinduism does is give you caste and discriminate. Well, all those people supposedly being discriminated against are there in millions, tens, hundreds of millions. So this is a fitting response to anyone who wants to create disunity amongst or break up Hindus, number one. Number two, you talked about the abuses that have been showered. Well, here I am a little bit of a variance. Let me explain. There is no doubt that everyone has abused Hindus and Hinduism, and everyone revels in it. And if you look at it in a very, arcane way, Hindus have gotten used to it, Rahul, because the fact of the matter is nobody dare abuse anyone else from other religion. I mean, if things that have been said about Kumbh were said about festivals of other religion, there would be Sar Tan Se Juda, mobs on the streets right now, baying for not just anybody else's blood, but Mamata Banerjee's blood for all you care. The point I'm trying to make is that Hindus have learned to shrug off these abuses like it's like water off a duck's back. It doesn't matter because everyone's done it, and the hatred for Hindus has been perfected to such a form that it is now two strands, open appeasement for Muslims and open discrimination against Hindus. They're intertwined. It's impossible to disentangle the two. Every political party is doing it. No, what I want is an answer from the ruling dispensation and my good friend Pradeep Bhandari. It's a simple question. What hurts Hindus more? The nonchalant abuses that are showered upon them every day, or the legal and constitutional discrimination that this government is also perpetuating against Hindus every single day? So does somebody calling Mahakumbh a Mrityu Kumbh hurt me more than the fact that the perpetrator of the 1984 Sikh genocide has been given 2 life sentences yesterday, whereas the same Supreme Court refuses to open cases of criminality against those who perpetrated the Hindu genocide 6 years later, saying too much time has elapsed? What hurts Hindus more? Is it the Places of Worship Act?
Dr.
Is it
Ranganathan.
the Waqf Act? Is it 5 or 6 constitutional and legal amendments that are hurting her more than mere abuses?
Dr. Ranganathan, depends on which Hindus, because there are plenty of Hindus appearing in court trying to block just about every reform that will actually give Hindus ownership of their faith. So unfortunately, I hope that this melting pot, really, viewers, of Hindu Astha will also have a transformative effect on some of those Hindus who still stand between Hindus and, let's say, ownership of temples, and other discriminations that Dr. Ranganathan has spoken about. I just hope that happens, and that was the question I was framing, because Hindus have taken ownership of their faith, it's quite clear, but the government isn't allowing them to take complete charge. Now that I'll come to as a third part. We also have S. Gurumurthy ji joining us, but Manojit Mandal, before I bring S. Gurumurthy in, I want to ask you a couple of questions. Manojit Mandal, the party that you support ardently, the boss of that party, Mamata Banerjee, and the Chief Minister of Bengal, she holds both titles with great aplomb. She came out and called this a Mrityu Kumbh. Now, if it was a Mrityu Kumbh, why did people of so many different denominations, apart from Hindus, and Hindus themselves, of different stripes, castes, classes, etc., all show up in record numbers? I mean, 1 in 2 Hindus from India, perhaps even more than that, have attended. That's a sheer record that of humanity that I don't think will be broken for the longest possible time. Maybe it will take another 144 years, I don't know. But from every aspect, Mamata Banerjee, whether it is 144 years, alignment, etc., or saying that this is a Mrityu Kumbh, all of this has been disregarded. Why would people go there to seek their Mrityu? I can't understand this. Can you explain? Has she been has she been completely snubbed? Deemed irrelevant?
On the first count, we are no longer astounded by the distorted media report. She called it Mrityu Kumbh, but only after showing her respect for the whole event. Specifically, when people are dying like flies, either in the streets of Delhi or in the station of Delhi, because of the mismanagement, because of the misgovernance of both the center and the state, we have to call it out. We have to criticize the government for their mismanagement. And if you say that the people who died were lesser Hindus than all those VVIPs for whom there was an absolutely different kind of benefits given, then God save this country and save the real Hindus. There are real Hindus in this country and there are fake Hindus in this country. Like there are Hindu channels in this country, there are secular, quote unquote, or non-religious channels in this country.
Who is a
like
secular,
there are non-Hindu
secular leader
in this country?
Can you give me an example of a secular leader?
Anchors in this country.
Mandol sir, can you give me an example of a towering secular personality?
Hindu anchors in this country.
Who is a towering personality who is secular political personality?
Towering secular personality in this country. Obviously, you take her name, you hate her.
Who is that? What's her name?
Of your heart.
Mamata Banerjee, is it? Now, viewers, I'll give you an example of Mamata Banerjee's secularism.
Yes.
Today, viewers, the Kolkata Municipal Corporation. Today, the Kolkata Municipal Corporation, viewers, and I tweeted this. Kolkata Municipal Corporation removed from all, hang on, let me now finish. This is secularism. This is a secular Mamata Banerjee. Now listen to the example, viewers. I'm now going to put down the facts. I have listened to you. Now listen to me. Listen to me 30 seconds. Listen to me 30 seconds. Then you can respond. I will not stop you. Mamata Banerjee's, one second. Mamata Banerjee, she lives in Kolkata, viewers. The Kolkata Municipal Corporation puts out a circular pertaining to all municipal schools it runs, government schools that is, state government schools, and says that we are removing the Vishwakarma festival holiday because we have to give Eid al-Fitr a 2-day break. So they took from Hindu, they took from, one second, sir. They took from Ravi to give to Rashid. And viewers, Ravi goes home with nothing. Rashid goes with double. This is secularism. This is a towering secular personality, but I am not going to stand in the way of Mr. Mandol and Mr. Bhandari. Mr. Bhandari, would you like to respond to Mandol, sir?
Well, Rahul, allow me to make my opening comment. Well, the nation has seen the secularism of the Congress party and Mamata Banerjee. The secularism is where in 2021, the High Court had said that the anti-Hindu riots, the state was responsible and called Bengal the rule, not the rule of law, but the law of the ruler. The right hand of Mamata Banerjee, Mr. Bobby Hakim, envisioned a Bengal where there is a Muslim majority population, not the Hindu majority population. Yes, he's right that Mamata Banerjee is so secular that she hated Jai Shri Ram in 2021. Yes, he's right that Mamata Banerjee is so secular that today, on this very day, the Puja, Vishwakarma Puja holiday cancellation order was asked and an extra holiday was given for Eid. Yes, she is very clear that Mamata Banerjee is extremely secular because their leaders thought about Hindus being thrown in the Bhagirathi Nadi. But I will not get into that because for them Mahakumbh is Mrityukumbh. Let me show you a visual to an opening submission, and this is my proposition. Do you see this picture, Rahul? This picture reflects the unity of Sanatan, where 66 crore 20 lakh Hindus, Sanatanis have gathered, and they have said that they will not be divided purely on caste line. They believe that Sanatan unity is real. They will not be taken back by the anti-Hindu politicians. Tariq Khan is not a believer of Sanatan, so he should not comment on it. But my question is, you see a two parallel in this country. There is a parallel which you see where the entire majority of the Hindu population is there in Mahakumbh saying ek hai to safe hai, we believe in the unity of Sanatan, and then you have leaders like Rahul Gandhi who used to call him a Janeudhari Brahman and a Shiv Bhakt, and today has he visited the Mahakumbh? Has he taken darshan at Mahakumbh? Has he still gone to Prabhu Shri Ram's Mandir in Ayodhya? Are they really Sanatani Hindus? Has Mamata Banerjee, who called Mahakumbh as Mrityukumbh, been at Mahakumbh to see the ground reality? Has Akhilesh Yadav, who saw Akbar in Mahakumbh, apologized to the people of this country? Do they apply the same parallel when they go to iftar? No, they don't do it. Okay. But the people of India have spoken, Rahul, and I'll end in the next 30 seconds. They've spoken. The message from Mahakumbh is about unity. The message from Mahakumbh is a big slap in the face of those who wanted to divide Sanatan on caste line and say that Sanatan is dengue, malaria, AIDS. The message is about good governance. Okay. Because if you have more than 60 crore people there who are happy and going back, and 8 lakh employment created, and 1% addition to GDP, please tell me any other parallel in the history of human mankind where this has been possible.
Okay. Now viewers.
See this.
Yes.
Don't spread misinformation, my dear anchor. See this. Yes. Because this is contrary to the act. See this. Clearly written.
What are you talking about?
Spread misinformation.
What are you talking about?
Talking about.
No.
They are saying that after people like Rahul Shivshankar raised this issue, the government did a U-turn, and now they have restored the holiday. Now just a minute. Viewers, this is how. Okay. Now listen to me.
They wanted to cancel Vishwakarma Puja.
So 1 second, listen to me.
They've done this with the Durga Pandal also.
Okay, calm down. 1 second.
Why should I be calm, Rahul?
Okay.
When the Hindu's right has been taken.
Let me.
How does your not boil?
Let me point out a couple of things. Viewers, now I have to lower everyone's faders, all faders down. Now, viewers, I have to put out some facts. This is a Kolkata Municipal Corporation letter circular put out yesterday. Now, I'm going to face the camera. What does it say, viewers? It says corrigendum. Corrigendum. You know what a corrigendum means? Mistake. That's what it means. So, there must have been an announcement earlier which said that on Vishwakarma Puja Day, we are going to have a holiday for all municipal corporation schools, which are all government-run schools in Kolkata. Now we are putting out a corrigendum, a correction for a mistake. Now we are telling people, and let me read it to you, youth. In partial notification of existing holiday list 2025 for Hindi medium KMCP schools, are hereby informed that the notification in the holiday are as follows. Eid ul Fitr holiday will be for 2 days from 31/3 to 01/4/2025. There will be no holiday for Vishwakarma Puja on 17/9/2025, as 1 day from its allocated holiday has been adjusted to extend Eid ul Fitr holiday. So as I said, take from Ravi, give to Rashid.
Is this for the first
viewers,
time?
Now 1 second. No, I understand. Then viewers, 1 minute please. Then viewers, I tweeted this. It became a big controversy. Many people started picking it up. And guess what? The government comes out with a quick clarification to say there were typographical errors. and therefore we are rescinding the previous order and we are restoring the holiday. I don't know.
The second part of the order also.
Okay, okay.
You won't read it.
It's
Rahul,
okay, sir. It's okay. Don't get triggered. Don't get triggered.
No,
Let's
you
not
are
be.
correct. Allow me a 10-second thing. It is because of
And you have
right-minded
so many
journalists
past
like you that she was exposed. But anybody is judged by his past actions. You cannot say that it is a mere correction. What happened on August 22nd, 2023? Mamata Banerjee on the day of Eid ul-Fitr asked the Muslims in Bengal to unite against Sanatana and Bharatiya Janata Party.
Confirmed liar on TV.
Okay,
I am
one second.
responsible
It's
single
fine, sir.
question
It's
of
fine.
vote.
It's okay.
You
It's
are a
okay.
confirmed
Lower
person
everyone's
of
fader. I
liar
want to
on
quickly
TV.
go across to S. Gurumurthy, who's the editor of the Peerless Tughlaq. He joins us. And viewers, he joins us from the Kumbh. So this is a very important conversation we're having from someone who has just taken the Snan a short while back. Mr. Gurumurthy, thank you very much. You look very good after you've taken your dip, looking very refreshed. 65 crore Hindus, or more than 1 out of 2 Hindus, and that includes you, Mr. Gurumurthy, have taken a dip at the Sangam. What has brought so many Hindus to this Sangam, sir? In record numbers, never seen before.
See, it is something which you have to experience. You cannot really understand what's happening unless you are part of it. It cannot be expressed in verse. It cannot be written in print. It cannot be captured in camera. You will only see a mass of people moving here and there and taking a dip. And unless you see and grasp the vibe, it is impossible to understand what's happening. I have also been in past Kumbh, but I had never stayed there except for doing the Snan. Doing the Snan and coming back is not the best way to understand Kumbh. So I decided to stay here for 3 days. Not only stay, move around and see how people are. I have seen thousands of women and men carrying their children on their back, on their shoulders, and it's unbelievable. Some babies are just 3, 4, 5 months old. And it is not restricted to any particular segment. You could see it in the boat of the NRDF, which is accessed only by very important families. There I found small babies of 3, 4 months. And it is a common feature across the street. How small babies in thousands could be carried in when news is there about all kinds of untoward happenings being projected.
So,
this is one thing which completely rattled me. 3 days I could see this happening repeatedly.
So, Mr. Gurumurthy, you're saying that this is a Kumbh of Sanatan pride, a visible support for Ek Hai to Safe Hai messaging. Is that what's happening there?
No, that is another aspect. I am talking about the depth of this. The expression is another. The second, thousands of women carrying 3, 4, 5 kilos of bags on their head. And the son and sons and daughter-in-laws lifting old people for the dip. You know, these are all things which go far deeper to imply the social, familial, and cultural cohesion that exists in our society. This shook me. Actually, tears came out of my eyes when I saw all this. And they came without any place to stay. Where I am saying the shivir, right opposite, in front of it, there are 200 people lying down at all times. And with children, and they are being fed. The entire society has risen up to how to feed crores of people. It cannot be done by any organization, cannot be done by any market, it cannot be done by any government. Government cannot organize this. Government can only facilitate this. This is the continuity of a civilization which has understood it, and it has passed it on from generation to generation. From the time of the Mohenjo-daro Great Bath days, These are not areas in which the history of India has peeped. And I can tell you, I'm not just emotional. I am intellectually trying to understand what is happening.
Right.
But in the current context, it is definitely a reassertion of the Sanatana Dharma, which is under stress. The only thing is, this is a social celebration. This is the Hindu community's own way of coming together. And you must come and see the diversity. I went and saw the Naga sadhus. They are not just naked men. One Naga sadhu explained me the origin of Naga. If you want, I will tell you. And I just sat for 45 minutes just listening to him. His intellectual capacity to expound Sanatana Dharma and the role of the Naga sadhus in protecting and why they remain naked, how they overcome their sexual urges.
Yeah.
And I tell you, it's completely out of the world.
No, it's out of the world and it's unprecedented. Now, will this unprecedented demonstration of Hindu unity have implications for Bharat's polity and its evolution as we go further? I think that's the basic question I want to ask.
Undoubtedly, you must come and see the vividata here, the diversity here. Unbelievable. There are thousands and thousands of ways of worship. And you see, all those ways of worship, which are very different from one another, but coming on the same platform, coming on the same idea, that is dharma, that is Sanatana Dharma, all share this one word, Sanatana Dharma. And I don't think there is any organization, there is no pope, there is nothing like somebody sitting over this to organize. It is something unbelievable. I tell you, you must come and see and sit here to believe this. So my feeling is that what is the true idea of Hindutva, Hindu nationalism and Sanatana Dharma is demonstrated here. For the first time, the state and the society are in alignment. No society alone could have done it. No state could have organized it. Nobody can organize it.
Momentous.
They can only facilitate this. The huge infrastructure that has been built.
Momentous, absolutely momentous times these are, viewers, that we are living in. And no better person than the editor of the Tughlaq to put it into perspective for us. Mr. Gurumurthy, thank you very much. I know that you have other things to attend to. We will speak again, of course, because there are other issues that need discussion. And I will come back to you perhaps tomorrow and speak on another issue. But viewers, let's move on, because I think the final words have been very well encapsulated by Mr. Gurumurthy. I don't think anyone needs to say much more than this. It's unfortunate, viewers, that a complete grouping of politicians and their ecosystem have taken such a dim view of the Mahakumbh. But it's heartening that they have all been shown their place. Maybe this will infuse them with a bit of humility. I hope so. I hope so, viewers. And a little bit of perspective.
What else can the Tughlaq say?
Yes. What else can the Tughlaq say? You know, these people, viewers, what can one do?
Non-believer in Sanatana is giving us gyan on Sanatana.
What can one say? What can one say? What can one say? Yes, doctor, very quickly before I move on. Yes, you raised your hand. Yeah.
No, but couple of points. Yeah. Professor Mandal, why be bitter on such a wonderful day, on a wonderful occasion? Mr. Gurumurthy was talking something so beautiful and philosophical. And here you are being negative all the time. But
people who were killed.
Maybe we shouldn't give so much airtime now. Maybe we should just, you should let it go.
Rahul, it's a momentous occasion and a momentous day for our civilization.
Yes. So let's.
It's not about mere polity. Those who do not believe in Bharatiya civilization like Rahul Gandhi, Akhilesh Yadav and Mamata Banerjee will not understand.
But let me also tell you, viewers, that, that there is a time and a place for politics. Perhaps today it isn't. But I leave it at this. I want to move on because there is something significant that we must talk about, viewers, tonight.